We are live. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Uh, hello. Lots of last minute figuring shit out on our phones, and that's okay. I haven't streamed out here yet at our farm. Hi. Okay, so I can see everybody. So hi, Sunfire Goddess. Hi, Corey. Hi, Em. Hi, John. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Astro Elisa. Everybody showed up. This is so cool. Okay. All right. Very cool. How are you, Shannon?
I'm good. Happy birthday, Kimberly.
Thank you.
She's there too, Portal Princess.
Mhm. Yes, that's not why I wanted to stream today. It wasn't for free
It wasn't
birthday.
for birthday wishes, but we got to get them
No,
in
it
there.
wasn't. But I was like, it's the portal. That's kind of cool. Maybe we can do random portal lives. The next one will be Amber's birthday on 3/3.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah. So everybody's still doing okay after the crazy solar flare activity overnight.
I know I'm exhausted. Like, I woke up super early and couldn't fall back asleep, and I've just wanted to take a nap all day. This is Timmy, by the way. I don't think Timmy has appeared before, but Timmy has a high need to be part of tonight's visit.
Aw. Hi, Timmy. My screen keeps wanting to shut off on me. This is can someone tell my phone to keep the screen on? Thank you everyone for saying happy birthday. It's very nice. Nikki said, "Will Kimberly's birds help us sing her happy birthday?" Yeah, yeah, they're not holding back. That's for sure. That's funny. Um, okay. So my plan was to walk around my property and have everybody say hello. Oh, Nikki, yes, we can have my bird sing you happy birthday on the 8th, no problem. Um, and
My
then
Aquarians.
yeah, and then when Shannon and I signed on, I realized that I couldn't hear her in my earbuds, so I had to jump in my car, and I still don't understand that. Like everything else, Zoom works fine. Like everything else works fine in my earbuds, so who knows? Yes, her little doggy is adorable, isn't he?
This is my son Marcus's dog. He lives next door mostly. He likes to come here and play with the other dogs. And for whatever reason, and he's usually here, he's just usually up on the bed. For whatever
Yeah,
reason, tonight he's like, no, I need to sit here and take this all in.
he wanted to be part of it. Cute little
He
face.
did. He's also a February baby. He was born on Valentine's Day. I tried to get
Aw,
Marcus to name him Valentino or Romeo or something Valentine's related, and he was like, ew, no.
I had it. We got goat. My first set of goats that I got was right around Valentine. It was like Valentine's Day weekend or something, and so I'm on my screen trying to figure out if I can get my screen to stay on. Um, and we named him Chocolate Valentine, I think, and then he ended up being such a dancer that we named him Prince. So he was like Prince Chocolate Valentine. It's dumb. But he answered. He answered to anything when you had treats in your hands. Oh, so I have to keep touching my screen, but that's okay. As long as I can see you all, I don't care. Well, now I can make it bigger though. Hang on, something weird's gonna probably happen. There we go. Okay. Um, yeah. So I don't know. Do portals exist? I think there's some type of different stuff. Like maybe even if it's just the fact that people believe that things can be different today and send some energy in. You sent me that information yesterday on the hat. Okay, I heard someone pronounce it correctly. So they didn't say T in ancient Egypt. No, they didn't say the th, so it would be Hathor, I believe is how you would pronounce it correctly. That was the ancient Egyptian goddess. Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
I did a little research on that last night. And I don't know why she's connected to this portal though. Maybe her temple has something to do with the Aquarius constellation. I'm not sure.
I don't know either. But
I
yeah,
guess
I
I could.
like her. And I get that. And I get a lot of Thoth. Like, Thoth is one of my, if you do like your
Hmm.
human design, one of
Hmm.
my godheads is Thoth, and the other is like the mom of the world or whatever. I
Yeah.
can't think of the name, Maya. But yeah, I have a
Gaia.
lot of
Gaia.
got a lot of mom energy.
Yeah. Well, and that's what the
Yep.
Hathors saying too. It was the like universal mother energy. And then
Yep.
Toth is like he's recognized in every culture, but in different ways. Like,
Yep.
uh, yeah. Quetzal, I never say it right. Quetzalcoatl in South America, and everywhere else, it just escaped me who he is. I mean, he shows up in um,
Mm-hmm.
Egypt, Greece, Egypt, and South America. In all, I don't know about Buddha, and I don't know about Jesus, but everywhere else. Sunfire Goddess, how did I treat myself? I went to Palm Springs last weekend with a bunch of friends. It was kind of a reunion, and so I'm definitely considering that my how I celebrated. And today, okay, truly, I stopped at Trader Joe's and did not prep any food today. I wear an ingredients only home, and so I bought pre-cut vegetables in a bag and a few frozen things for my kid so that I didn't spend the day like prepping and
Mm-hmm.
producing meals. So that was a little break for me. I did have some chocolate fudge vegan ice cream last night. That was pretty good. We were super sick yesterday. I hope no one else in this live is sick. Um, I don't know. Did it hit in Texas yet, Shannon?
Well, John and I took a happy visit to the urgent care last night. I was like,
Oh,
I need to go to the clinic. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I'd been, like just feeling crappy all day yesterday. So I had a double ear infection. And I mean, it's all here, it's from
no.
like the cedar stuff. It just, allergies turn on me. So I had double ear infection, sinus stuff, sore throat. Timmy's giving me love now. And so I went, and the lady tested me for everything, no COVID, none of that, just this stuff. And it was all bacterial. So she gave me antibiotics and I got a steroid shot. So today I look like I have like a sunburn. The steroids like make me glow red. And John
Whoa.
was sitting in there with me and she goes, you don't look right either. And so it's a local clinic and the lady's so nice. And I said, do I need to like sign him up and pay his copay? And she's like, no. So she looks in his ears and she's like, okay, you have the same thing, double ear infection. So she prescribed us all of our meds and she said, I can't give you a steroid shot because you're not checked in the system. But she called in his prescriptions and everything. And it was like Super Sunday, like no copay for him, just my copay. But we're both recovering.
Super
And I
Sunday.
made grilled cheese and tomato soup for dinner. So
Mm,
I feel you're treating yourself by not preparing a
hmm.
big food.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. That's a bummer. Yeah, I was on the
The
couch.
shot, I feel so much better. Like that steroid shot, I'll be fat as a pig by the end of the week, but I feel better.
Oh, is that what happens? I don't know.
Oh my
Oh,
god, I want to
steroids.
eat the
Yeah.
world, sister. Like I just want to eat the whole
Mm.
world. I'm just not.
Hmm. Okay. I didn't. Good to note to self for future.
Yeah,
I
for me
just
it starves me.
I made this. I'll call it an elixir, and it worked. But I squeezed a lemon into. So I squeezed a lemon. I did oregano oil, diatomaceous earth, fresh ginger, turmeric, and I put that all in coconut water and threw it back as fast as I could. And I did that twice yesterday, and with resting
Yeah,
and that, I woke up like I had never been sick.
that's awesome. You've
Yeah,
been
I
doing
was.
a good side to Tenacious Earth.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very grateful. I also put a. It's funny you were saying you're hungry. I was so hungry for carbohydrates yesterday, and I looked it up, and it said that when you're sick, it takes a lot of energy to heal, and so sometimes you do that. So I just put a bunch of Celtic salt and garlic in pasta, and because I knew the garlic would help too. So, um, oh, sorry. I just got distracted by a comment.
Oh
Sunfire
no.
Goddess said, my daughter cannot bend her back. She thought she broke something. I said, no, it's the solar flashes. And she started feeling better. Yeah, yeah. Um, it, I guess it made her stiff, or maybe she was sleep. Maybe she slept super, super deeply and made herself stiff. Well, okay, so this is us stating out to the universe that we have all the tools to make ourselves completely healed, and we are whole, and we are divine, and we can do it. And if anybody else has the crud trying to sneak up on them, let's just boot it out with a ton of energy, because that snuck up on me. It was okay. The other weird thing is my son and I were both sick at the same time with completely different symptoms. Explain that one.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
and I don't even know where it came from. Like, he didn't even leave the house for a few days. I ran a few errands, but we religiously wash our hands when we come back in, and I'm really careful not to touch my face and everything. And I don't know, it snuck in. It was trying to take me down. It was trying to make me weak, but came back.
Woohoo.
Yeah. So
Now, have you gotten anything today on your 2/2 portal day? Like, have you had any downloads, anything interesting today?
on my drive out here, I don't remember what I heard. Oh, I was listening to Jessa Reed. Everyone here, if you don't know who she is, go look her up. Jessa Reed, she's a comedian, and she's an extremely awake being who's alien hybrid, freaking hysterical. And so I like to re-listen to her past podcasts, AOD Awakening especially. And so I was listening to one of those episodes today. And I think she mentioned the word abundance. And then I started to or she was talking about how we were going to be, I don't know, I don't remember, but I started to see different symbols of abundance, and it was making me laugh because it was like emoji based. So like I saw the face when they stick their tongue out and there's a dollar sign. I saw the money with wings, but it was coming in like it was definitely intuitively channeled, and so I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I'll take that, because we all need a boost here and there.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I definitely got, and I mean, yes, this was specifically money based, but I would say it was just probably abundance in general, like showing me that abundance is, mine to call in. I'll take it happily. We love it. Yes.
So
So
that's
did you
weird.
get any did you get
Oddly
anything?
enough, about abundance, I was in the
Oh,
grocery store. So the lady, like I said, she called in John's medicine too. And the pharmacy was closed at the time that I was at the clinic or pharmacy. When you live in the country, like everything closes early. And on Sunday, the pharmacy closes at 5 o'clock. And we were there at like, I don't know, like 6:30 or something. So she had sample pills of the antibiotics she prescribed us. And so she gave us each one of those. And I took my steroid shot when we came home. Well, I couldn't sleep this morning. So I thought, I'll get up and I'll run and get our meds and do some shopping so I don't have to go back out or think about making dinner, whatever.
hmm.
So I went to the grocery store. And while I was there, I was in the vitamin aisle picking up. I ran out of the normal vitamin D that I usually get at like my primary care doctor's office. And I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and pick up some vitamin D and stuff while I'm here. And I was bent over and I got this like very clear like super crystal clear message that said, you are focusing on trying to control how you get results. And so abundance will come to you, but you don't get to choose the method. You have to be
Oh,
open to like whatever method. And I was like, well, that was weird while I was getting my vitamin D. And so it a couple more times, same thing. I'm like, I'm shopping, buying bread and cheese and, whatever. And then I start heading home and I cried in my car for like 2 minutes for just weird. Like, I'm just like so overcome with emotion about how thankful I am for the existence of
hmm.
angels and how it's amazing that there are so many fascinating different beings with souls, like in all of the worlds and universes. And I was just so overwhelmed by the fact that one, our ultimate source is so creative, to make all of these different things, all of these different beings, all of these different animals. And I just got super emotional and cried for like 2 minutes in my car on my drive home. Like it was, and I cannot explain why, but like all day I was like, yeah, none of the rest of this really matters. It's good. Like everything is good.
Mhm. Huh.
Yeah.
I guess you had to clear out and make room for something, but also it is, isn't that funny when that happens? Because it's such a, like you're overcome with emotion and it's very positive, but it also is so confusing at the same time
Yeah,
that
I
sometimes
know. You go to
distracted.
the
That's cool.
grocery and there you
Yeah.
go. And I'm not a crier either. And I mean, I was just like and verbally thanking the universe, God, for this amazing experience.
Hmm. Yes. 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 I am regularly grateful for that. I put a I put a message, or I just last night I said, I'm my birthday's at 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can you give me any information, or how did I say? Um, Tell me something interesting about my birthday, or um, this time in my life, or so. I don't remember what I wrote. And it told me, first of all, it said, it acknowledged the portal, the 22 portal, and then it said I was born on the, oh man. Okay, so 3:30 was it didn't say liminal hour, but it was like, God, what was it saying? This okay, I guess if I wanted to talk about this, I should have looked it up. Um before well, it was like I was on the precipice. So being
Yeah.
3:30 would be, midnight here, and then being born on the second, and then also being born on a 1 year. And so it said it was interesting that all of that, like chose to be I chose to show up right when everything switched over. Oh, she's coming back.
Here
So
I
yeah,
am.
I chose. Hello. I guess it was acknowledging that I chose to be born when everything just switched over and started anew. So that was cool. Like I would have
Yeah.
not thought of that and put that together. Yeah, the 2nd of February, the 3:30 in the morning. So it's technically midnight over here. Yeah, so it was interesting. So yeah, if you guys are looking into more self-awareness stuff, uh, ask ChatGPT to tell you something interesting about your birthday.
Oh, that's
Oh
a cool
yeah,
idea.
Leo energy is very heartfelt. Yes, this is true, Elisa. And we had the Leo full moon yesterday. Yeah, so we do have a lot coming in hot for sure. Um, I was in a chat with, I need to add you to this chat, Shannon, actually. But once I add you, I think we lose, and it doesn't matter. I'll work this shit out outside of a live. Um, I was talking to Amber, Shannon, Barb, and Natalie, And I just posted the picture from all of the crazy flares this morning. And Amber said something about the fire horse, and I said, yeah, this was more like the 4 horses of the apocalypse coming in. That's why I picked the photo for this live.
I liked it.
There's a lot going on, and I've been in a fantastic mood all day, and I don't know if it's because I mean, yes, I've had some very nice messages and some very unexpected surprise gifts. Thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome.
But but I've just had a very kind of normal day, and I've been in a fantastic mood. And so that, I guess that's proof that when people are sending you love and positive energy, you can really feel it, right? Did anybody have their own thoughts on portals that you want to share in the chat? And feel free to drop it in.
Oh my gosh, Lua, I'm a Leo sun, Pisces moon, but I'm a Libra rising. That's wild.
Leo is a Leo sun, Pisces moon, and Scorpio rising. Lua, thanks for joining us. I guess you got that means everything's working. You got the notification. Yay. You showing up here is proof that what I threw together quickly today worked. Thank you. Hey, Sherry. Sherry, thank you for the message that you sent in Instagram. Isn't it cool that we can, like, also we're able to communicate outside of this, and everyone's been very respectful, by the way. Thank you. Like, thinking in the past how if you wanted to interact with people that felt like they were part of your tribe, it would be kind of complicated, and so Shannon and I are starting something new, and every time I go to add this freaking button to my stand store, like, something happens, and so I still haven't gotten to it yet. Yesterday I was sick, so it delayed us coming out here, and maybe I'll aim for it for tonight. But Shannon and I are starting where it's going to be $22, and you can request a reading from us, and it'll come in through a voice note, or knowing us, it'll come in a few voice notes. And if you're on Instagram, that would be the easiest, and we'll just send you your channeled or intuitive message that way. You would just request. Shannon's the, like, medium AF. So if it has anything to do with your relatives, anyone that's passed on or close to passing on, also pets, definitely have Shannon request that Shannon do your message. And if it's something, well, Shannon can do anything. I'm stronger in galactic. I have access to the all, but I will very humbly hand it over to you if it's medium work. But yeah, it's going to be $22. It's going to be on my stand store, which anybody can go to Instagram, just click on the link to stand store, and you can order it there. It's going to be for both of us. And because we just want to make sure that we're accessible and affordable.
Yes.
And then you want the full shebang, then you can schedule.
You can do a party with us, and then you get both of us. And we will work with a group of, I think, up to 4. We could do bigger if you want, but it's like an hour or so. That way, everybody gets a good amount of time. I think Kimberly will return back. She's learning card casting.
Am I? Oh, okay.
There you are. You're back now. I was talking about the parties, and I was like, do up to 4. We could do more, but that way everybody gets a fair amount of time.
I don't know when I was lost. I don't know when I was just talking, and then all of a sudden I was gone, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Card casting. We're learning card casting.
Yeah, card casting.
This is good, though, because, it's going to come in handy.
Mm-hmm. now as it gets dark. I did look in because we have RVs here, and I did set it up on my laptop with a camera to make sure everything looked good in case I have to jump over there. But hopefully, um, hopefully it'll stay light for at least 30 more minutes here. So anyway, real quick, I don't know where I left off, but if you want a channeled session with just Shannon or just me, they usually go for about an hour and a half. It's 111. If you want the party with just Shannon and I, it can be just one of you, or it could be up to 4 of you. And those buttons are on my Stan Store. So if anyone is interested, this is not me trying to push you guys all to book, but just know that we are here, we are available, and I do have it scheduled Thursday through Sunday, but if you're only available on Mondays or Tuesdays, I could figure it out because I could do something from here. It would just have to be at night. So, yeah, there is, my car wants to turn off. There is a lot of Leo and Aquarius energy here tonight, isn't there? Everybody's throwing up their charts.
Throwing up their signs.
Yeah. Yes, Lua, we're offering to gang up on you, but only with permission.
Yes. We're a nice gang.
Yeah. Yes. Well, and it's fun, and I don't know, something happens when Shannon and I do readings together. It's like Wonder Twins power activate. Like we've had so much clarity come through, and it just feels so fun and natural. It's just a conversation, but like everything, we're able to really bring in any questions and direction and like the most random information too, which is really fun.
Okay, I mean, down to cities. Like, hey, I feel like you need to go to this city. And then the lady we were reading for, that was her wife's parents live there.
Yeah, and it's super random town in Washington too. Like, yeah.
Not a big city, not a known city. But yeah, it's always so much fun. I feel like it's just like the channel is so much wider when you're in a group.
Oh, this is such bad lighting for me for a live, but okay. Here we go. Now I'm like.
Now you look smoky and mysterious.
Yeah, Olin Mills. Yeah, with just the lighting on the side there. It's not even dark out.
It's funny. I was just saying Saturday, man, I need a damn grown-up glamour shot or something. Like, remember those crazy, like, you would go get your pictures made? We had one of the boys' friends went with his 2 siblings, and they did, like, the JCPenney awkward photo shoots for their parents for Christmas, and it was so freaking adorable.
Man, we need to figure that out in May and do some funny pictures together. But Sedona doesn't have anything like that. I think there's a Walmart but it's not like they have a photo studio there. Although that's probably even better than JCPenney's if they do them.
If they did, it would be so cool.
Sears, yeah. I worked at an Olin Mills. I booked no, I didn't actually book somebody else booked them, but then I showed them their portraits. I was their portrait consultant, I think is what the dumbass title was. I worked there for a while. And we did take some pretty funny pictures a few times when it was slow.
Olin Mills was like the schwanky kind. Like those were portraits we only dreamed of. And it's funny because I don't have, like, if you come in my house, I don't have any pictures of people. I was raised by, like, my Depression era grandparents, and, like, film was, like, freaking expensive. And my grandmother hated the way she looked in all pictures. I mean, I think everybody does. I do. But, like, people all the time, they'll come in my house and they're like, why don't you have any pictures of your family up? And I'm like, because I don't know. I was raised, like, with no people pictures. Looking around my bedroom, I have 1 picture of me and John, 2 pictures of me and John, and that's it.
I have yeah, when we moved into my loft 7 years ago, but I have barely put up any. I have art up, but I hardly have any photos. There's like one or two
Yeah.
of me and forest, which is weird. When I move, it'll be different, but I have cement walls, so it's a commitment. Like you,
Yeah.
I try. I tried a few things. Like I was going to do this portrait wall, but I have weird walls too. When you're in a loft, like we do actually have a separation of space, but you kind of have to create it yourself. And I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll, what'll be nice is when I move, hopefully this year, and I actually go to put pictures up, I'll be like, oh, I forgot about this one. I forgot about this one. And I can do some cool stuff. Yeah. But
Sherry, you're
the other
right. Olin Mills was pretty. Glamour shots were not. I never had glamour shots, but I would like some sort of adult version of something fun like that.
Yeah, get all ridiculous makeup that you would never wear. Your
Ridiculous. Yeah, your hair like, you know,
big
teased to oblivion. Yeah.
an outfit that you would never go out in, but looks absolutely fantastic. Well, those circle back along with the personal the dating site videos that are
I
fantastic
love those. I love watching those online.
that are being produced. Yeah. Yes, me too. See, okay, that's what I was thinking, Lua, is the phone photos. I think that we like think about it. We get if you click the box or don't check the box, you'll get updates all the time on your phone of like this day in history or animals or whatever, right? And so we're constantly seeing pictures of ourselves, and I think like people just don't print them and put them up as much as they used to. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Aquanet.
just bought some printer paper for photos because I made my boys take a picture together. I bought them all like the same shirt in different colors. I think I sent it to you, Kimberly.
Yeah,
And
yes, it's
I want
good.
to
Yeah.
print that out and put it somewhere.
Yeah. Those I'll hand it to Google. I printed a book for Forrest after we went to one of our favorite animal sanctuary well, it's called Wild Heart Ranch in Claremore, Oklahoma. And I printed a bunch of pictures for him in a book, and it was so inexpensive. It was kind of like an afterthought for Christmas. And the book is really, really nice. Like the quality is really good. And there's tons of options on there. Like you can get it where it's on a canvas, like there are
Yeah.
things that we do now that are really inexpensive. So if anybody's feeling the urge, although I'd like to AI the shit out of something and make it like super galactic, and then I'll print that.
Yeah.
I want to be seen how I see myself.
Mix the picture with the art.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, that's my jam for sure. Well, I sent you that one that's kind of like this lighting
I
where
love that.
I did it so good. Like
Yes.
you should blow that up to like a 20 by 40, 20, what are they, 18 by 20, so 24 by something. I don't even remember. I used to know all that stuff.
I have to surprise John with one for Valentine's Day. Like, look, because
Dude, over your
he makes fun of me because I'm so weird about stuff. But yeah,
you could put it over your bed as a joke and just like keep your face as straight as possible. Like, honey, look what I got for you.
look,
It's a huge for you.
and he likes the most god awful pictures of me. And so
Oh,
the other day I said, I need you to practice taking pictures of people. Like, we'll practice around the house because I wanted him to do some photography stuff. And I said, but I'm going to have to watch you and make sure that you delete them. And he's like, really? This is the level of trust we have? Like,
I'm gonna watch you.
yes, I can watch you delete that.
Sherry has pretty much removed all of her face pics from socials, but I've sent some privately to fellow tribers just so they know I'm biologic. Yeah,
Sherry is not a bot.
yeah, not a bot. She's real. Yeah, I don't know. We used to take ourselves pretty seriously. Like it's nice when you're celebrating moments together, when you're,
Yeah.
or you want to, I've learned to take cool pictures. Like my okay, I'm in the wedding industry, so I work with a lot of photographers, and my one friend would always take pictures of our feet, like our shoes at events. And I picked up that habit from her. And so when Forrest and I go somewhere, at one point I'll be like, oh, here, come here, walk over here. And we put our feet facing each other. I take a picture. I love doing that because every time that photo comes up, like on a screensaver or on my phone or whatever, I remember exactly where I was standing and what we were doing because I did that. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things to do because
You need
it's
to make it.
like grounded in, and yeah.
I like that. We have been like, I've been in this like take pictures of my dog. I mean, I do it all the time, taking pictures
Oh
of
yeah.
dogs, but I like getting them together. Like, it's so cute when they're all together looking at you. So that's been my thing lately. I have like
Oh
added to my dog picture collection, and John is getting really good at snake photos. I have to send you.
no, I'm okay. I believe you.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Oh wow.
Man, I've tried my whole life. I've tried my whole life to get more comfortable with snakes, but I used to have these dreams where, like, for most of my life, only in like maybe the last 10 years, maybe, but I would have dreams where they were trying to bite me and I would have to grab them behind their neck to stop them and I could feel them biting me. And man, I tried to figure that out for so long. Like, why it would just be in the middle of a normal dream and all of a sudden I'd be fighting off a snake. And so it made it really hard to like them in when I was awake. Like, I
Yeah, I
can't even
mean,
go ahead.
they're an acquired taste.
They're beautiful and I love all animals, but it was so bad that if I saw a cord on the ground and my brain was like, that's a cord, 100%, I knew it was a cord, I would still instantly associate it with a snake. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
it's,
mine
it's
are
a pillow.
all eyelash cobras, so they're like super. They look cartoonish because they actually have eyelashes. They're eyelash vipers, not cobras. Sorry, I was looking at an email. Rebecca, her sister was just on a plane flying from Germany and sent this beautiful picture out the window of the northern lights, like stunningly beautiful. I imagine they're like very extra because of all the solar flares.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. But she made it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
She
Okay, good.
she made it, no issues, just beautiful, beautiful picture.
Yeah. Um, so they were saying that it looked like there was a Jason mask behind me, but it's a panda pillow. A friend gave it to me and it's a car pillow and I think about it sometimes. I'm like, I need to replace that. Like, I like the fact that there's a pillow there because I drive for an hour each way to come to the farm and we go on a lot of road trips. But it it is kind of a funny thing behind me.
It does
Corey
now
said,
that you can see it. Like now that I'm looking, it does. It looks like there's just
yeah,
somebody right behind your
he's
head.
speaking. Yeah, Corey said if this became a scary movie, I'd quit life and join the circus. Sherry says, I love photographing though. Nature pets, sunlight pics, unique visual perspective pics, etc. I know likey snakes. Mhm. Though past life reasons, maybe. Yeah, I've had people tell me it was a past life thing too. Yeah, my friend with me. I haven't heard any noise coming from inside my house next to me. That's nice. This is a nice break. This is when I go for walks. That's what I planned on doing for this live. I was going to be up on top of our property doing my nighttime, really nice cold air nighttime, getting in my steps, having a great conversation, and my phone decided it was not going to use my earbuds at all for this live. Like, no, we're just not going to, that's not going to work today. Good
I was just
plan, but it's
saying
not.
I ordered corded earphones. Like I can't mine is I don't keep mine charged. I think
Mm,
I do and then I don't. I plan on it, ADHD it away.
yeah. Okay, so Bluetooth is incredibly convenient, and especially to tune the world out and really focus and hear well. Because when I'm home, I'm downtown, and I all I want to do is tune all that out on a walk. But I've heard Rion has mentioned for years now that we should really take a break from Bluetooth with like having an earbud in each ear. You just have all the stuff running through your brain and your head, and I agree. So I always have corded headphones around, and I try to wear the over ear ones too, so that I'm not always sticking earbuds in my ears. um, but yeah, I see, I don't even know if it would have worked though. I thought about it. I'm like, oh, I could just plug in one of the things I have here. I actually have one of the over the head with a microphone out here, which is
Oh
hilarious.
yeah.
Um, but I got that for when I'm on walks and talking to a friend, so that I don't have to hold the phone and I don't have earbuds in, right? So what's the other option? So um, I don't know. I don't know if it would have worked with this anyway, because uh, the earbud should have worked. But yeah, no, it's important, y'all, to not always have Bluetooth on at all times. And so I'm glad you got corded headphones, Shannon. That's actually better for you, Like, we don't
Corey
know.
says he
This
wears Shungat plugs, so he thinks his tinfoil hat's covered. See my Shungat? It's my necklace.
Yes, yeah. Tin Shungite plugs. Okay, so that's in your ears. Okay, got it. Got it. Yeah. Um Sun Goddess is asking, have you seen any phenomena in the night sky lately on your walks?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I've seen some good stuff out here. I see orbs out here. I am always looking up at the sky out here. And a lot of times I'll come out like really late at night. If I stay up late, I'll just come out because I have to turn the heater on in there for us. But I'm not a big fan of the heater, and so sometimes I'll just walk outside bundled up because I like the fresh air. And I'll look around and I'll think, what if right now, I saw a Sasquatch or a Fae or something, like, how would I feel? And would I be scared? Would it feel natural and normal? Would it, and so that obviously that hasn't happened yet. I'd probably start alive at that moment. No, I'm kidding. Uh, okay. Has anyone looked up at the moon and it looked like it was two moons?
Yes.
And it's not just the aura. I see that a lot. Like, more, I'm so used to seeing that sometimes my brain will, like, oh yeah, it's that double moon, and then I'll just keep walking. Like, but I also believe that there's a lot going on the moon. I think the moon is I don't know exactly, but I believe that you can go inside of it. I don't think it's fake, but I think it's constructed. I do think it influences us. I do think it affects us, but I think there's more to it, especially on the back of it. Um, so what about you? Have you seen, have you, oh, how's your house, Shannon?
It's been better. It was funny because baby started last night or Saturday night, and I out loud was like, Anubis, can you come and take away, whatever is causing him distress? And sure enough, in like a couple minutes, he just settled down and laid down. For, you guys know Lola. This is Lola. I had to go to the emergency vet week before last, and she was doing much better. Well, my big dog, Kenji, had a seizure. And
Yeah.
Kenji had a seizure, and it was just like, it was really weird. There was like a heaviness in the house. So I asked Kimberly, I'm like, what do you get like when you're, and so she sent me a voice note and a few voice notes, and they were spot on. Down to he goes outside and talks to squirrels all the time. She's like, I see squirrels and acorns. And like Saturday, he went out to visit his squirrels, or no, it was Sunday, and he just would not. The squirrels chitter at him and he barks at them. And they have this whole relationship. Like they're way smarter than he is, so they're in no danger. They're also way faster. But they're always like taunting him. Like they'll go down the trunk of the tree and like chitter at him, and he'll run over there and bark at them, and they back up. And so it's this back and forth thing. But she mentioned that, and she's like, and then Anubis is there. Well, I don't think I'd ever told her, but Anubis had shown up in her kitchen before. It's just like one room. It's like, kitchen, living room. My house is only like 5 rooms, like 5 main rooms. My office, a reptile room, 2 bedrooms, and like the main living space. And so I was like, that's so wild. And you're spot on, because Anubis has been in my kitchen before. Rebecca has seen Anubis around here. Like it's not uncommon. And she's like, yeah, he was like cleansing the place and he'll get rid of stuff. So I actually asked him the last time baby started freaking out, and he did. Like it was just gone, and he just settled down and laid down. And the one night I had told you about it, it just went on forever. Oh,
Yeah.
on your car every day. Yes.
That's cool. Corey said something funny. I can't scroll when the chat is on the screen, but he said, point your garage remote control at the moon one day and see what happens. That was pretty funny. I used to call in my dragon when I was driving, and now I will often call in Ganesh, because I guess we just, we work with different deities over time. Yeah, no, it was interesting channeling that message for you, or intuitively receiving that message for you, because it felt, I told you, it felt so like I was just leaving you a voice note. It was just so normal and conversational that I didn't think about it until I decided to listen. A lot of times I'll listen back, because even though I was there, when you're bringing information in, it's kind of, it all comes in at once. So when I listened back to it, I thought it was interesting how I was really focused on certain things, and I had to be able to get it out right or explain it to you right. But it seemed like such a mundane thing. And those were the things that you were like, oh yeah, you're looking at my house from the front of my house.
Yeah.
And that I kept seeing, like, I explained it like when you see snail tracks come over, like you can see the remnants of snail tracks. There was something on your leaves, and
it's oak
and
wilt.
I even said, like, I don't know if it's moss or mold, and then I'm like, why am I talking about But it helped. Did you find anything on the ground that they could have eaten that made them sick?
We didn't find anything, but the area that you're talking about, so she saw this like clump of leaves, and we have, I mean, it's about this deep of like all these oak leaves. And here in hill country, there's oak wilt. And so it looks like the leaves are kind of have like a silvery glaze in parts.
Yeah, and I use the word
like, yeah.
I've never been there. I've never seen your house, and I even said, I think I said, it. Yeah, okay.
And there was even a direction thing. There was like birds making a thing to the left, and there were yellow flowers. Well, I have a big old prickly pear cactus that's huge, like just pads and pads of prickly pear, and it blooms yellow. And it's immediately to the left of the leaf pile. And wow. Okay. Yeah, like the directions were spot on. And I tell you, it really, I think all of that was for John, because John was like beside himself, and so, completely upset. And like with me, it's weird, because I don't consider myself like the more doggy medical of us. I mean, he was a vet tech, an emergency vet tech. I
Mhm.
have no experience whatsoever, but 2 times something has happened to Kenji. One, he got stung by a bee he was allergic to. And then this, and both times he's panicked, and I'm like clearing airways and doing all kinds of stuff, which normally it would be reversed. And so he was so upset, and I had to go and do like a work thing for a couple days. And he was freaked out because he's like, "You can't leave the house. What if something happens to Kenji?" But like
Oh,
your voice note really like comforted him to the point of like he listened to it, and I swear to you he slept good for the first time since it happened. Like he was just like, okay, this, it made him feel better, because I told him, I said, I don't feel like he's going to have another seizure
yeah,
anytime soon. And I said, and even if he does, he could just have epilepsy.
yeah.
It's in our family, like in other ways, like we'll deal with it, it'll be fine. But it really made him feel much better.
See, I
Oh,
think
Nikki
that's
says she talks to Ganesha when she walks the dogs.
yeah. I Ganesh really comes in like if I call in protection or healing for my animals, Ganesh showed up the first time one of the first times I did that. And so ever since then, like I'll visualize him on top of our aviaries, and like when I'm leaving, sometimes I'll turn around and I'll look at the property and I'll say, like I'll put a dome over it and I'll just say, keep them safe and protected, and I'll call Ganesh and whoever he wants to bring in. So with channeled messages, there's a lot of little details that seem, just like little details, right? But when we get those things accurate, and when we're bringing that information in, it's almost like, do I even share that? Like, what does this have to do with the conversation? But we share it, and when it's accurate, like we had no way of knowing it's accurate, but when the receiver can acknowledge that it's accurate, I think it really helps them believe everything else. So it doesn't sound like someone's just being supportive and it's okay, everything's going to be okay. We're not saying that. We're saying I said I see leaves like where I can't even see the ground. There's a distance of like 100 or 200 feet between me and the tree line. The leaves have something on them like mold or something like I don't even know. I called it a few things. Then above me, I saw birds go into formation, and they went into an arrow, and I'm like, okay, it pointed to the left. That was really specific. That was actually really cool. Like, what a great way to receive a direction. And then I saw yellow flowers, and all of that was accurate. Now I had no idea what I was talking about, but I saw it. So John listening to that and it being so accurate, that allowed his central nervous system to relax enough. If I got that right, then yeah,
Yep.
I it was a one-time thing. It's okay. And I'm grateful that they're okay. And it's so scary. Like nothing takes you down than a helpless kid or animal next to you, and doesn't matter who you are.
No.
I always use the protective dome with the gold protective seal. Yeah, I think we call in things that, like, when you don't think too hard and you just visualize something that means protection to you or safety, it's interesting the way it'll show up for you. Okay. Um
That would be
I
a
wish
cool
we had
emoji.
well, you can use the disco ball. I fond of it. Oh, if anyone on here, I repost these a lot to the stories. There's a store. They were in Los Angeles. They moved to Palm Springs, and so I made it a point to go. It's called Spellbound Sky, and the guy that comes, one of the owners is an astrologer, and he comes on. He's larger than life. Like he has such a big, rad personality. He's always in black, long hair, and he's like super gay and awesome. So I share a lot of his predictions or I guess explanations about astrology on my stories. I met them, and they're super cool, and there's a chance that they might come on and do a live with us. So if
Ooh.
anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, just look up Spellbound Sky. It's a store, it's a metaphysical store shop, beautiful shop, by the way, in Palm Springs. We have I've already booked up February for our guests. Next week is going to be, or this Friday is going to be great. Ellie from the Gentle Barn and Karen Dotrice from Mary Poppins is coming on. Random. It'll all make sense. And then we're having a Team Light reunion, well, an Enlighten Up Media reunion. So there's going to be a lot of faces on the 13th. The week after that is Kiki. Kiki's coming on. Some of you have met her in my group activations on Zoom. Then my group activation, the next one is on the 222 portal because, you know, it was there. And then Barry Littleton is going to be our guest the last Friday of February. So, and I reached out to the Telepathy Tales. She is an animal medium, like my friend Ellie, that's coming on Friday, and she's in England. So we're trying to figure it. We're really trying to work it out. We might actually have to go a little earlier that day, but I think she's going to join us in March. So
that'll be awesome.
Yeah. Sunfire Barry's going to be on. It's the last Friday of the month of February. Yes. Astro Lisa, they're hilarious. They're so nice. They were really, really nice in person. That store is really cool too. Spellbound Sky. And
this like furry like jacket robe thing, and I was like, I love that. I love that so much.
It's totally who he is. And I used the bathroom. We were there for a long time, so I used their restroom, like their personal restroom, and they had a poster of 2 Live Crew up on there, and I was like, dude, that was so rad to walk in and so unexpected to see that up on the wall. Like I love people that are just like, this is me. Like there's a reason for that. There's a reason for this. That made me laugh. Yeah. Yes, and Celtic Reiki, Kiki is awesome. And yeah, she's going to be on the 3rd Friday of February. So Shannon has some friends that we need to bring on too.
Like Nikki, who's on here. We're gonna get Nikki to do it. But yeah, Nikki's an astrology babe. All sorts of other stuff, but like particularly gifted in astrology.
Nikki, just pick 2 dates in March, and I got 2 voice notes that I haven't listened to yet from Telepathy Tales. So if she picked her date, I just want to make sure you have 2. Just pick 2 Fridays that work for you in March. Oh, did you guys? I think you all enjoyed Dr. Gale. I hope you did. I did. That wasn't. I wish you had been there, Shannon. I'm so glad that your dog.
I'm telling you, but I'm glad that you got to like talk so in depth with her.
I talked too much. Well, you know, when you're used to a certain format where it's alive, you're supposed to talk, you know, but I did ask her questions, but I really wanted her to offer her own information, you know. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Elisa said, I've been loving every show in this group. We have an awesome group here, man. Everyone in here is so nice.
Do.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had anybody show up in here and say anything rude. Like these are always lovely. Yeah. Yeah, good. And if you all haven't started following Dr. Gale, I highly recommend it. It's Dr. Gale Walking with Moon. And read her books. They're very, very good. She was interesting on the live, Elisa, but she is her lives and her conversations with her friends and her books are like there's nothing else like it out there. There's a lot of people that share information of what they witnessed, but she's like, to me, it's like Dolores Cannon telling these stories. There's they have to be, this is her absolute truth, and it's like you're sitting at a table with an aunt telling the story, talking about the neighbors and the family, and then, oh, and by the way, I was on a ship earlier, and oh, and I'm glad you're painting. That's cool. Sorry, Shannon.
Oh, wow.
You talk.
No, I was going to ask him what she was painting, and then Corey said that after the show, he had a ship come through the sun and have a chat with him. That's awesome.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard her refer to herself as an activator, but I would say she's an activator for sure. Yeah, that's what I am.
Yes.
Like I've had a lot of people have like they start doing light language after my sessions, or just their clairs come on, they tap into their multi-dimensionality. But that's you. I'm the permission slip. That's all on you guys. You all. I don't like to say you guys. Any kind of abilities that come through, or any magic that appears, that is you recognizing your own abilities and awakened DNA. Yes. Ask Lisa, if you read her first book, which is only $20 on Amazon, it's called How to Fly a Spaceship. Unless that's what you're referring to. Okay. I have Emily is doing a fluid art pour. Or she's mixing paints. That's what she's going to do. That sounds very, very cool.
Very cool.
Was that Timmy?
Oh, that was Dexter sneezing. I have to see if I can adjust my. This is my lap.
Oh. Okay, Shannon. That's what I'm going to get you. Well, I wish your birthday was sooner. I would get you a second camera so that you could have two cameras going. Yeah, and it would be over, and then we could see what the dogs are doing at all times too. That would make me really happy.
They really enjoy it. They're like, hey.
Oh, Sunfire Goddess is about to receive a book. Okay, so I'm just going to share this with everybody, because this was one of the coolest series of books I have ever read in my life. I was the person that would go into the library and check out like the max, like 14 books every time, because you don't always, it might look good, but it might not keep your attention. So there was never a moment when I didn't have a book. I was in the middle of a book, and I would clear out every metaphysical book that a library had. Like I would read the entire section. It would either be called metaphysical or spirituality or whatever. So I was so lucky to find this author named J. So the letter J. Suzanne Frank. And not only is she, besides being an author, if she's not an archaeologist, then she has some type of degree in ancient Egypt or something. Okay. So she's very well, I don't know how to say that right. Okay, doesn't matter. This woman knows what she's talking about, and she's an author, and she's really funny. Okay, bonus. So this series is about time travel, and I won't give much away, but I'll give enough. I'll tell you enough of a little bit just to get you to realize why this is such a great series. So in the story, the main character is a photographer, and her sister is about to graduate from a university in Egypt and get her she's going to walk, right, because she graduated. So she flies out to Egypt and to see her sister, and then also decides to take the French tour at the Great Pyramid because it was in the middle of the night, because when you do tours in Egypt, they stage them all throughout the day because of the time changes, right? So she purposely joins that tour, and then has already decided that there was a room that she wanted to sneak behind and stay, because she wanted to catch the sun coming up through one of the windows. Super cool, right? So she does that. She manages to sneak out of the group, stays behind. And right as the sun was going to come up and she was going to take a picture, and okay, this is a slight spoiler, but trust me, these books are rad, okay? I think she drops her lens cap. So she goes to kneel down, but only with one knee down. So she goes to kneel down to pick up the lens cap. But what that does is it puts her into a position of, let's say, I can't think of it. Servitude. Let's say that guaranteed it's the wrong word, but it puts her into a position that you see in a lot of the reliefs in ancient Egypt. She kneels down, she gets into this position unknowingly in exactly the right spot in this room inside this temple right when the sun comes through the window, and she gets zapped out through time and space. So it zaps her back to ancient Egypt, but into a body of someone where that person ends up in her body in modern times. Okay, you find that out. But nobody else knows. And so she mysteriously can speak Egyptian, but she now has to figure out like what the fuck just happened, whatever. So the whole rest of that book is her navigating through the life of this person that she basically morphed into. And then you hear about what the ancient Egyptians doing with her life in modern times. So throughout the series, she does find a few other people that this has happened to as well. And the next book, she goes to Babylon. The next book after that, she goes to Atlantis. And then I saw a title of a book in Greece, and I don't remember reading it. So I don't know if I didn't know about it or if I just forgot that part. These books are so good. So, so good. And Sunfire Goddess found them used, because they're hardback books. So she found a used book from a library. So they're not that expensive. Like, you can find them. But just look up if you like to read, look up J. Suzanne Frank, the letter J. Suzanne Frank, and just trust me. Oh my God, those were such good books. Like, I want to go back and read them again. They were so fantastic and witty. I think one of the dogs wants story time.
Yeah, that's Lola. She is a big talker. All the time she goes, murr, 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 murr.
Oh, hi Lola. Astro Lisa, Sunfire Goddess posted the name earlier in the chat, like 2 minutes ago.
Reflections in the Nile.
Yeah, Reflections in the Nile. Yeah, and then you'll see the rest of them. Yes, so good and so well done. Like, this woman knows what she's talking about. So if you're really into all that, the dude Atlantis is really cool. The way that she describes it, like, super cool. Yeah. I loved all of it. And I read these 20 years ago, and I was so into it then. So now who I am with the consciousness that I have reading them, it would be even better.
I like it.
Yeah, no problem. So Shannon, do you feel any different when it's a full moon in Leo?
I think I've just been what everybody said, extra emotional, like very grateful and like super loving. I don't know. I mean, usually I'm a pretty loving person, but I felt less stabby at work, so that was good. And I don't know if that's the full moon in Leo or because I added an additional estrogen spray to my menopause journey, but whatever it was, I was like, today I feel so good. And I was texting girlfriends, and I said, I felt way less stabby today. Because, you're frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody does it. You can love your job, you can love the people that you work with, but some days you're just like, and so after spending in-person time with people last week, that was really good. And today was really good. So
Nice.
but
You
yeah,
know, I
just
did
big feelings, like Nikki says.
real quick, I didn't even think about this. Okay, so I'm in my car and I'm playing your voice over the speaker. Are you all hearing Shannon's voice? Like, have I screwed up the audio in any way by doing that? I hope not. Hopefully my phone's advanced enough that it's blocking out background noise.
I don't
Okay.
hear anything. Does anybody else?
Okay, good.
That's it.
Good. Okay.
Sherry, that's it. Less prickly. But yeah, less stabby. It was
I
to
like
the
that though
stabby
too, yeah.
level.
Well, okay, so this might be due to the Lionsgate portal, but I noticed years ago, before I was even who I am today, that I would have the weirdest week the first week of August.
Yep.
So much so that I actually put it in my calendar that this is a rough week. Don't try to schedule anything big. It's okay. Like, it's probably better just to like have a really chill week and let things just work themselves out, right? So, but then it occurred to me that is exactly opposite of my own birthday week. And then the moon goes into Aquarius because the moon goes into whenever it's a full moon, it's in the opposite sign of the month that it's in.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So that's why I was wondering if like this is a weird week for you, but it sounds like it's been a good week. Yeah.
This has been a good week, but it is weird in that, like I said, I'm usually not a crier, and I, was just so overwhelmed earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
in a happy way, but still, like unusual. And then
Yeah.
when I was in the grocery store, like getting my vitamin D, and it's like, you are totally blessed with abundance, and there's going to be more abundance. Stop trying to control how. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that was my morning.
Yeah. Ooh, Sunfire Goddess was accepted to the University of Chicago in Egypt, but her dad said no. Wow, imagine how different your life would have been. Clearly you're on the path you were supposed to be on, but man, missed opportunities. Dude, I signed up or submitted for the CIA when I was in high school. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. God, imagine I would have been kicked out so fast for not being part of the program, not wanting to be told.
Or you could have found out all these things that we all have questions about, but don't get told the actual answers. We would have had an inside source.
Well, if that's the case, I would like to go work at the Smithsonian and have access to the deep hidden files and drawers and rooms underneath. Or the
Vatican.
The Vatican, yeah.
Corey, we're going to need you to join the priesthood. I know it's going to be a weird journey, but we feel like we can get you there.
Yeah. Yes, Aquarians are way too rebellious for the CIA. I've always been interested in the full psychology of crime, but I'm not a violent person, so that would have been hard for me. Corey said he has many Leos in his immediate circle and family. Yeah. I always have one really important friend in my life that's a Leo. Like throughout my lifetime, one has shown up and it's been super impactful and like really important. And there's so much synergy and flow and yeah. Okay, so you and I have been sending things to each other, Shannon, just because they show up in our feed. But I've noticed a ton of like a trend of talking about the Leo Aquarius relationship.
Yep.
Lately.
Yep.
And I don't think it was just because we're headed towards Aquarius. Like that there's a huge focus on that right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Nikki and my goddaughter and another friend of ours, Sean Crouch, they all have the same birthday. And I notice I have a lot of Aquarian friends and energy. My friend Katie's an Aquarius. Like there's so many Aquarians in my world, and I think we just air and fire just go together like peas and carrots.
Yeah. Well, I've always known that, I've studied astrology since I found my first book on it, and, thought it was super interesting. So I've always known that Leo was a good match for me for whatever I was seeking. And my first love in high school, he was a Leo. But, it doesn't always work out. Like, we may be opposites and we may share. Okay, when you look at the two signs, we're very different.
Oh yeah.
Very, very different. Like our emotionally and yeah, like fundamentally. But then there's something that is so familiar and comfortable, and so maybe it helps us cancel out the parts of us that get too intense.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a balance there that we don't get with any other sign.
Yeah, I appreciate the way Aquarians' minds work. Aquarians are very, in my experience, they're intelligent, and it's always like to the left of whatever the norm is, or to the right of whatever the norm is. I feel like Aquarians are deeper thinkers than most people you run into. And Corey said he can't join the priesthood. He's already had to heal the Rosicrucian in this lifetime and too many Grail and Templar timelines. Darn, Corey. I really needed that list of what was in there. And it's very much like a polarity. Nikki says different ends of the same spectrum. And Nikki's the first experience I ever had with telepathy. So much it would creep people out. We used to work. Well, we've worked together at a bunch of different places, but we would work in the same room. Like, we didn't stay in our offices. We would like go to another location and like work at a table or in one another's office. And people would come in, and we have another lady we know that talks about this all the time. Come on. We would not be actually talking to each other, but we would, laugh at the same time or like out with one word. And I had I wasn't even conscious that it was happening, but we would do it all the time. And so she was the first person I ever experienced telepathy with. Didn't know what it was at the time, but.
Elisa pointed out that we are going into the eclipse and nodes season for Aquarius and Leo this year. So yeah, you're right. That makes sense. But yeah, I keep seeing these things about sister signs. That's cool that you can identify when you actually first had your experiences, because like we've had them all our lives, but when it actually really truly happens and you you have a witness, it's such a bonus.
It was. I mean, Dee Dee, this other friend of ours, she would talk all the time. She's like, you and Nikki didn't even realize, like, you didn't even have to say words out loud, and you both knew what the other was talking about. And the only other person that I experience it so strongly with is John, and he's a Pisces, but I have a Pisces moon. I'm a Pisces moon with a Leo sun, and he's a Pisces sun with a Leo moon.
Very well balanced. Yeah, I
don't think either one of us is well balanced, but yeah, we work out pretty good.
Each other. I got lucky with my son. Like I have 5 planets in Sag. He's a Sag with an Aquarius moon, so we make really good adventure. Like we have very similar interests. Although I was really careful to not influence him. Like I always wanted him to discover things on his own. But very proud when he would talk about the solstice instead of the holidays in school and like bring stuff up that other people didn't know what he was talking about. Like, I love that he has sought out critical, like he uses critical thinking and knowledge in just a different way. And it's the way I do it, but Forrest is such a independent individual, being on the spectrum, that he just came in ready to be amazing. You know, like not like he doesn't need anyone to teach him how to like find cool shit, cool facts.
It's true. I mean, that's just
Nikki,
it's amazing.
yeah, it's fascinating to watch someone grow next to you, but like in their own individual way, and I don't know, it's cool. Yeah. Nikki said that you introduced her to Reiki.
Yeah, in 2001, and the lady that did it was the first lady. She's like, "You have a thyroid problem," and I'm like, "I've never heard that." Blood work, totally normal. 4 years later, I had my thyroid, half of it removed, and then 2 years later, the other half removed.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And she called it with my Reiki session.
Fascinating. Hey Donna, I'm glad you showed up. That you made it. That's awesome. Yeah, this was just a spontaneous 2-2 portal. Felt like it. I was in a good mood. Spontaneously asked Shannon if she was available. Elisa, Rion he's a Pisces with Leo and Libra, and I don't remember which one's his moon and which one's his rising. Rion is like a kitten in person too. Like his Leo moon shows up in the way that he performs, but he is a complete introvert and the sweetest, most gentle, like just a cozy person in person. Some of you have met him.
I'm excited to get to meet everybody in person.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he's a Pisces. Wow, what a trip with the Reiki. Huh. Yeah. Libra rising and Leo moon. That makes sense. And then his partner, Shauna, is a Libra, and she has a Sagittarius moon or rising. No, she has a Sagittarius rising like me. I have linked up with a ton of Sagittarius rising. When I was really into astrology, I realized the people that I was closest to all had Sagittarius risings. My son has a Gemini rising and an Aquarius moon. We're both weirdos. Yeah.
I love it. I have a ton of Sagittarius like in my life. So Zach is a Sagittarius rising and a Sagittarius sun sign.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's he comes in hot and burns out fast, huh?
Oh, that's Zach.
Super philosophical.
Very philosophical, super intelligent.
Yeah.
He's a pharmacist, and Zach is brilliant. When he was little,
good one-liners.
Very good one-liners. Dyslexic and creative as fuck. Like he can paint, he can dance, like you name it. He is very like Renaissance person.
Yeah.
And I like the Sagittarius energy.
Takes them a very long time to grow up. They have the Peter Pan complex, but they're really, really fun. They have the hoof and mouth disease, the foot and mouth disease, and so they constantly will say something super inappropriate in a group, and they'll just like the entire room will shut up. But you can't deny that it's accurate and probably really funny, and really blunt. Oh my God, I present as a Sagittarius usually. I can be diplomatic, but yeah, it'll come out. But Sages are cool and interesting because there's two versions. They're either really outgoing, like Bette Midler is a very good example of a Sagittarius. She is one. Or they're brainiacs and science based and the eternal student and more introverted. But and then you find out they have like a really creative side underneath all that. So yeah, it's my favorite. Well, my partner is a Sag, and my son is a Sag. I know what, like, we know what we can handle, and I had to be with the most independent sign, or else it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we live an hour apart. We're together at the beginning of every week, but we're an hour apart, perfectly happy. Best relationship I've ever been in. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's good. It's good to understand what suits you. It's when you are attracted to someone who, like, it's legit. There's an attraction, but then you are wishing for things that they can't give you, and and then you end up diminishing yourself and giving your power away. It's just better to wait until you can find the one that compliments you.
It's
You don't need
true.
all the bells and whistles. Yeah.
I, I never thought I would find it. I mean, I really didn't. My first experience down this path of relationshiping just sucked. Like it
Yeah.
so
Oh,
sucked
yeah.
that I didn't really even care after that. Like I would have
Yeah.
never imagined, something different. And it's so nice to be with someone who just lets you live your life and they're there as a compliment to it and not a controlling. John said, thank God Shannon wasn't looking for someone an hour away. Baby, you were a whole plane trip away.
Mm. And not interested in ever coming to Texas.
No, I'm never coming to Texas, he said. The first time I was like, oh, you should come to Texas, where I live. John was like, no.
That's funny. Oh, Sunfire, you're on here. I have an Egyptian stone that's super cool. I don't even know where to point this at. Oh, this won't work. This is one of the coolest stones I've ever picked up,
Oh, it's so
and
pretty.
apparently it does not want to be held right now. But it's an Egyptian something stone. I'll look at the sticker and tell you what it's called. I got it in Mount Shasta. It was so cool. Oh, I just lost the
I
chat.
really want to go to Mount Shasta. That's on my list too.
Oh, I'll meet you there. We typically we don't go every year, but we go about I probably go every year and a half. Yeah. John didn't know he was actually a Texan. Dude, I love Texas. Love Texas. Like, I enjoyed being there. I enjoyed the people. I felt really good there. And that's how I feel in Mount Shasta. Well, the first time I got to Mount Shasta, we parked and my son walked in with my friends into a shop, and I just wanted to do something else in my car. And I think my boyfriend called me right at that time, and I answered the phone and I said I would 1,000% move here, and I had barely even parked. Like, it just, when
It's
it
the
feels
feeling.
good and it feels,
Yeah.
yeah, oh my gosh. And I wasn't trying to make it that or anything. Like, it was like, oh, you belong here.
And
Yeah, we
it's
should go
weird
as a
where it
group.
happens. Oh, yeah, we should do that. That'd be a fun retreat place.
Corey, it's not a shaman stone, but it's so close. It's something like it's a word like that. Um, yeah, I don't like the heat. So if anyone else likes the snow, I really really like going in winter. I could go I could go at the edge when it's not super cold yet, or it's coming out of it. I'm willing to do that. So, and also have a wedding cake company, so April through October is hard for me to leave, but I'm a partner in one. But yeah, if y'all wanna plan for like November, maybe, um, I will happily make that drive. We like to drive. It's just one overnight and then we're there the next day.
Oh, I
And then
love it.
if you yeah, for those of you interested, if you fly into Oregon and it starts with an M. The town starts with an M, and then you rent a car. It's easy though. It's easy to, but you don't fly directly into Mount Shasta. But Mount Shasta looks like a little Hallmark town. It's so cute. Another town like it, not as spiritually awake, but is Williams, Arizona, which is an hour and 20 minutes above Sedona. It is stunningly beautiful. You don't see the Grand Canyon from there, but that's where the train takes off from. Medford,
That's what
yeah,
I was gonna
okay,
say. That's where the
yeah.
train is that I did not
Hmm.
expect to be as expensive as it was. I'm
I
saving
know,
up for that train though, because
I
John
know.
has
It's
never seen the
$300.
canyon,
I know.
and like that's gonna be. I'm gonna do that.
Yes.
I added a couple days to our stay, so we could drive up to Flagstaff, and
Hmm.
then
Yeah, that's 40 minutes, and then you just go
yeah,
above it. No, I want to go too, but it is like, yeah, it's $300 for the train, and I guess it's really cute where they do like a fake, like the outlaws come on and hold the train up and everything, and yeah, and then you spend the whole day at the Grand Canyon. It's definitely the way to do it. And Williams is cheap, like cheap, cheap. We
yeah,
stayed at Motel 6. There might be one fancy hotel there. I don't know. That's not how we roll. And I have gotten the same. We always stay at the same Motel 6. It's usually $60. The last time I stayed there, it was $30.
that is
That's
so
like
awesome.
unheard of in America. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, uh, my phone just told me that the battery is gonna die.
Uh,
I knew, and I charged it before this, but I knew. I get, well, we're at an hour and 40 minutes. I mean, what more could I ask for, right? If you want to stay on reading the chat, I can. It would take me about 5 minutes, but I can jump on my laptop. It's up to you if you want
I'm
to keep
getting
going.
away. What
Okay.
what what does the group say? Y'all want to keep going, or do y'all want to wrap it up and go to Betty Bye?
Hey, Rione or Shauna or whoever just jumped on Unite the Collective. Thank you. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Thank you. That's so cute. Thank you, all of you. It's a collective. It's Unite the Collective. So it's all of you. Rion's been mentioned in this chat a few times. We've been talking about you guys. You must have felt it in your loins. We will be having our Unite the Collective chat on the 13th. Oh, Nikki needs to hop off.
Night night.
Good night, Nikki. Am I 27? Yeah, I'm 27 today. I'm the eternal 33. Isn't that like the perfect age, the eternal 33? Are you just wait, okay. The next one's I'm gonna start to get I'm gonna get punked pretty soon. I can tell. I can feel it. It's Shauna. I can feel it. She's setting me up. As I'm sitting in my car with the worst lighting ever for a live. uh um yes, I'm in my 50s and I'm happy. I'm good. Life is good. Uh my son's 28, so I guess I couldn't be 27. Aw, hi family. All right, now I want a family dinner. You're making me think about Picazzos. Now I want a family dinner. Why do we only come out there for Forrest's birthday? Why don't I come out there for my birthday?
Should be a double birthday destination.
I know. Well, okay. I did have the thought on the drive out here today that I might impulsively drive out to Sedona this month. And the funny reason Eh, Sherry, that's funny. The funny reason is because when I was there in December, I'm surprised it lasted this long, but I brought like 5 5-gallon jugs to fill up my water from the Sedona Springs, where you just pull off the little highway. And I only have half of it left here at my farm. I've gone through all my Sedona water now. So I was like, oh, well maybe okay, so if I go out and just do an overnight and I fill up my water, that'll get me to May. So I might actually come out and see y'all. I love you guys. Shannon, do you have any last? So what was the consensus? Do you guys want us to stay on?
Oh,
Okay.
they're making Sunfire
Okay.
Goddess says keep going, but I think everybody else. Sherry's got to go make some late dinner.
Okay.
So maybe
Okay.
we'll just hop off.
I mean, we will be
Knot
back
it
on
up.
Friday. Yeah.
And then
Friday
we'll
is
see you
going to
guys
be
again.
really, really fun. It's on this Friday. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, this must be Shauna. Shauna, definitely join us because I'll send you the link. Because Karen Dotrice was the daughter in Mary Poppins and has like a ton of what it was like to be a Disney kid and animal stories from when she was little. And then I'll tell this all on Friday, but I adopted some doves from her that she received from a magician. And Ellie, and it was through my friend Ellie, who's the founder of the Gentle Barn in Los Angeles, and Ellie is an animal medium. So this is going to be a fascinating live. I'm so excited because they both were like, yeah, I'll come on. And I'm like, you know what? You two are you're connected in a story. Let me just have you both on at the same time. Like, that'll be really fun. So Corey's throwing fried zucchini at the screen. I'll take some fried zucchini. That sounds good. Okay, well, yes, Shauna, I'll send you the link. You have to join since you are a famous celebrity as well. You can talk about Hollywood a little bit. Karen is so positive and optimistic and fun and beautiful. I didn't even know that she was famous for like a month after I got her doves, and we just were sending funny messages, and I was sending her a lot of videos and stuff of the pigeons and doves, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait, I saw some post on Facebook, and I was like, wait a minute, who are what? you were in Mary Poppins and a bunch of other movies, so yeah, so she's joining us. Okay, well, everyone, we love you. Thank you. Thanks for hopping on and joining us on an unexpected Monday. This was really nice. And I will plan better next time. I won't be sitting in a car with terrible lighting.
This is just prep for future car time and being remote.
Yes. Well, long term, I am going to have an office out here. I just haven't figured out what it's going to be yet, and then it'll look wonderful. Oh, this is Rion? Oh, okay. Okay, well, Rion, y'all are joining us on the 13th, but we want Shauna to join this Friday because I have another a Hollywood actress coming on this Friday. In my plums. Okay, see, now I don't know if it's Rion or Shauna. Just come on and just come on and punk us in the chat in disguise. It could be Barb for all I know. Barb could have come. She could be over at your house right now, just like messing with us in the chat. And my plums sounds like Rion, but it also sounds like Shauna. So, okay, because Shauna has plums too. Yeah. I'm going to repost the video that you guys made for me last year for my birthday. We spent all year last year making absolutely ridiculous birthday videos for each other. So if you guys are bored, go to Enlighten Up Media on YouTube and watch all the birthday videos with all of us in it, with filters and accents and ridiculousness. And Shauna's was all about balls. But then I also did make a video for Rion. Oh, I'm lying. It wasn't last year. It was the year before. So it was 2024. But last year I made a video for Rion's birthday that I personally thought was pretty funny. I put a bunch of cartoons together for him. I literally looked for the most gay scenes I could find in the 80s cartoons and linked it all together for him as a gift. It was beautiful. Okay, I love you all.
Happy birthday.
Shannon, you want to, thank you. Thank you. You want to show us the puppies one more time, Shannon? Are they still on your lap?
Cam. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
This is Dexter.
yeah.
He's my
Doogie
oldest
Doogie.
puppy. Sam, the little old man.
Yeah.
And there's Lola.
No, we need a puppy cam. We need.
Do.
Yeah, that's your assignment. Do you have another webcam around where you? Okay, because we could just have. Oh, you know what? Okay, you're on your laptop. We can have your phone sign on.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, we'll work this out on our own. But yeah, don't y'all think we need a puppy cam? I think we need a puppy cam.
I could show you the others too, because there's 3 more in here.
I mean, my birds fly in on their own, so you guys have seen my doves enough, and they all kind of look alike. Okay, awesome. Let us know. Okay, this is you knowing. This is you knowing. Shauna needs to swing by this Friday, and then everyone from Team Light needs to come in on the 13th, and we want Rion dressed as Cupid. Just putting it out there. But yeah, that's going to be our Enlighten Up Media reunion. I don't know if Ty will show up, but I could probably guilt Case into it. Good night. We love you. Thanks for showing up and hanging out. Bye, everybody. Have a beautiful night. Drink lots of water. Oh, Donna has 7 cats. Okay, you and Donna need to talk.
You and my sister would be besties. And Nikki. Nikki at one point, like when we first met, Nikki had like 20 cats. I mean, she had so many cats.
Oh, all right. I have hundreds of birds. Love you all. Sleep well. Drink your water. Take your minerals. Vitamins are important. Minerals are really important. And remember that you have already been restored to whole. You are healed. You are capable of all your manifestations, and you are capable of healing your body at all times, right? So just keep that in your mind. And we'll see you in 4 days.
Bye, everybody.
We love you. Bye.
Good night.